Hello, welcome to another Somerset Real Ale review. Second beer of the night. This is another one of Chris's home brews. Ignore the Marston's Strong Ale bottle. I think that's sacrilege putting it in there, but anyway, sorry Chris. This is 2B, the second one of the home brew. I'm not sure, I really wish I'd written down again what he'd actually done with this, but there's a bit of yeast in the bottom. I think he may have put some yeast in this one, I don't know, but it's a very small amount. Yeah, so this is the same beer, but he done something different with it, and I can't remember what it was. Anyway, let's get it open. That's 2B. Right, like I said, once again, I don't know anything about this beer. I've just rinsed the glass out, so that's why it's got water all over the shop. I've stirred that yeast up massively in the bottom there. Like I say, this one looks a little lighter actually. It's still got the same carbonation in it. A lot less head though. I think I poured it just as vigorously. Head's the same sort of colour, but it's not even one finger. And you get him a bit of lacing on there. No. I was getting a bit of a skunky smell. Yeah, very, very slight. Very slight. But it's not massive. It smells... This one kind of smells a bit like... Not massively skunk, but it smells a little bit like if it was a Shepherd Neame beer, and their yeast smells a little bit like that. But the last beer, the two of this, not the 2B, was perfect. So this one smells a little weird, seeing it's the same beer. This one smells a little bit hoppier. Not getting so much yeast on this. I prefer the smell of the other one, but I've posted the other one, so I'm going to post this as well. So you know, I'm sure not that many people will watch it anyway, because I mean this homebrew is not interesting to anyone who wouldn't ever know what it was, and to be honest I don't know what it is either, so I don't know what it's called. But you want to start giving them names, Chris? If you give the beer a name, I can remember it then, but I can't remember the numbers. It was something like Mark something, but if he's got a name I can remember it then. But it smells good, it does smell good. Despite that initial slight skunky tinge. Yeah, it's gone out of the bottle now anyway, so that's good. Anyway, let's get a taste, I think. Cheers. Do you know what it tastes? It tastes very similar to the last one. That sort of slight fruity. It did have a bit of malt in it. I did forget to mention that when I sat down and drank it whilst uploading the video. This one actually is very, very similar to a Shepherd Neame beer. I don't know why it is. It's different than the other one. The other one was a lot smoother. You can even, well, you can't really tell by the lacing, but it's the head retention on it. It was almost like the other beer had a bit of perhaps wheat in it to retain the head on it. You wouldn't, if you put these two beers but side by side with different labels on, you would never know they were the same beer. That's unbelievable. There's a lot more carbonation in this one. You still get a slight bitter aftertaste, but it's more bitter. It's still a good sessionable beer. But I prefer the Mark II, not the 2B. This one isn't as good as the first one. fire the rest in there. God, my missus is going to kill me. She's going to wonder why I'm jarred. Yeah, there's a bit of bit of yeast left in the bottom, bit of sediment in the bottom of there. It's very much like a Shepherd Neame beer. That's not a bad thing, because if you can make a homebrew as good as a Shepherd Neame, well, I'm not the world's biggest fan of Shepherd Neame beers, but at the end of the day, they're apparently the oldest brewery in Britain. And if you can make a beer like that, then fair play. I do prefer the other one though, Chris. So I'm still going to drink this. It's going to get drunk. I'm going to get drunk. But it's not bad. That's only going to get, I think that's going to get a 6 out of 10 from me. Whereas the other, like I said, for a homebrew would have been an 8 out of 10. It was belting, really good. But that's still pretty good, but I prefer the other one. Enough babbling. I better shoot off now anyway. Pardon me. Thanks ever so much for anyone who happens to have watched this. And Chris, keep up the good work. The 2 was the best. So, it's quite gassy. Cheers for now.